Welcome to a very, very special episode of Rewind the Times.
And no leftovers.
Hey guys, so anyone that's been with us, or anyone that's been watching No Leftovers, No Leftovers is the main channel for me and Colston. I have Rewind the Times, and I post videos on both channels, but No Leftovers is the channel that me and Colston have been doing for over a year now. And I just realized a couple of days ago, I was going through all our videos, seeing which ones have the most views, and just watching how me and Colson have grown as a channel and how we've started here and we've gone to where we are now. And I realized this is our 100th episode. So this is our 100th episode together. It's been an awesome journey. We have still a long ways to go, but I wanted to just celebrate with this, and the reason I wanted to, and to make it very special, I wanted to go over the movie, our very first movie ever. What is that, Colston?
Fatal Games.
Fatal Games. Oh, my bad.
And we did this for a certain reason because this was the first ever video we did. Yes. Not including the channel of introducing me, which is on Rewind the Times, but this is the first ever movie that we reviewed.
Yes, this is the
so we had to bring something back. And this also a new we didn't have this.
Yeah.
We had the other one. This is like a Nintendo.
Yeah, well, this is the Rewind the Time. This is Fatal Games. This is the Blu-ray. Fatal Games never made a 4K. They made a Blu-ray, but this is the cover for it. You gotta scratch these things. It looks like an old Nintendo video game. That's why it looks. Vestron did this, and this is how you would actually win the game. I love this, and what I've been working on is I'm trying to introduce the movies with the covers, because most of the movies that we see together I already own them, and I want to kind of show and talk about what movie we're doing. So this is Fatal Games, the reintroduction of our very, very first ever movie 99 videos ago. So and I watched how me and Colson did it, and it's just our style has changed so much since we've ever talked about Fatal Games. So Fatal Games is I believe it's a 1980, yeah, it's 1984 slasher that for a long time did not get it didn't get a proper introduction. It didn't get a proper DVD or anything. I believe one of the names of the movie was called Killer Olympics or something. Basically, what it was in 1984, the Olympics were in Los Angeles, California, and whoever made this movie wanted to capitalize on the Olympics and put a horror movie together. But before we start doing that, Colson, stand on up. I told you we have a lot of new shirts. Colson's got a lot of new shirts this week.
You have one for every single video.
I love this shirt. Stand up, back up. This is Valentine's Day Massacre shirt with my buddy Valentine and the Driller Killer from Slumber Party Massacre. This shirt, it takes two great horror icons,
on Valentine's Day.
Yep, two great slasher icons, and put them together. Thank you, Colson. Love that shirt. That literally it just came out. Colson's got so many new shirts that he got to showcase. So get back to this. So like I said, 1984, Los Angeles, California was hosting the Olympics, and they wanted to capitalize on the Olympics coming to California. So what they did was they made a slasher about Olympic teams, and basically what it is it's a college. It's called the Falcons. I know, and it's supposed to take place in Massachusetts. Basically what it is these kids that are qualifying because they want to go for the Olympics, and one by one, these kids start passing away. It basically follows the story of one girl. She's struggling. She really wants to be the best gymnast she can be. She's on the two beams. I can't think of her name. Do you remember the main character, the girl?
I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember. Is it Lynn? It might be.
Lynn.
It might be Lynn. Awesome job, Colson. Colson's always good with the names. Yeah. So Lynn is struggling. Her father doesn't like the fact that her grades are starting to slip, and she's like, "No, Dad, just trust me. I'm gonna get it straight. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna get my grades up there because she really wants to make the Olympic team." And one by one, her fellow teammates and on the opposite sex, the guys' team, they start dying. The little joke that's going on in this movie that every time I watch this movie I always laugh. So everybody's looking for Sue Ellen. I think it's Sue Ellen. Everybody's looking for Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen is the first girl. She's the one that dies very, very first in the movie. She made the Olympic team. She qualified for the Olympics, and she wants to, instead of going out and partying with the rest of the team, the guys and the girls, she wants to go back to go back to the college and she wants to lift weights. So she's lifting weights, and out of nowhere,
Nancy.
It's Nancy. I'm sorry. It's not Sue Ellen. I'm so sorry. Colson, thank you. It's Nancy. That's what it is. That's Nancy. I'm so sorry, guys. It's Nancy. Nancy is. She's the very first person that gets killed, and she wants to, solidify her spot. She's already made the Olympic team, but she wants to get better and better and better. So it's one night. It's late night. She's at college. Now remember, guys. This is a B-level horror movie. So some of the scenes, like first of all, what college dormitory would be open like this at nighttime? But anyway, and no one else is in the school except her. She's lifting weights, and the killer, the killer actually has a really cool outfit. The killer in this movie, which we'll tell at the end, it's like a track jumpsuit that's all black, and they cover their face up and they kill people with a javelin. The javelin.
The champion spear.
No, it's called the javelin.
I know, but I just call it champion.
Oh yeah, well, but the correct name for it is a javelin, and which you used in the joust, and they kill that person. And the kills in this movie are very, very, very creative, very, very creative. So Nancy, how she gets killed is she's sitting there, she lifting weights, and she looks up out of nowhere, a javelin comes and flies and stabs and pins up against the wall, and then the killer grabs her and pulls her away. There's another kill in this movie. Joe is really cool dude. He's practicing his javelin throw, and you can see in the distance the killer is hiding behind. He's on the bleachers, and then he's hiding behind just like a pole. And out of nowhere, takes a javelin and throws it. And you see it flying across the field as Joe's drinking his water, stabs Joe in the back and kills. But Colson, talk about our favorite kill. What's our favorite kill?
Our favorite kill is when. So before this actually happened, there was this kid that got injured while he was like on like those poles that you do like flips on.
The two beams, it's the two beams. Yeah.
And he pretty much like fell and like twisted his ankle.
Yeah,
or broke it.
Yeah, broke it or twisted his ankle. Yeah.
Yeah, and his girlfriend said, "I'm a win for both of us." And so because she's for the swimming team, and she went to the swimming pool, and she's just going back and forth in her line, and the killer, I'm not gonna say who yet, but she goes in the water, or he goes in the water, and they're like watching her and like standing in the corner, and once she comes like up close, he like runs up and just stabs her out of the water with his spear.
Yeah, we'll explain a little bit better. So Nancy's in. I don't know the girls in the. So the girl's in the water and she's swimming back and forth, and the killer puts on scuba gear, and actually swims to the bottom of the water with the javelin, and it's actually a really cool scene. It's actually in my top 10 favorite kills of all time. So the killer puts on scuba gear and climbs down the ladder and goes into the swimming pool itself, and is at the very, very bottom of the swimming pool and is above, because the deep end is 12 feet deep. So she's in the water and she's looking up and she's watching the woman. She's doing the breaststroke. She's swimming in the line, going back and forth. And it's really cool. Like I said, man, she's sitting there. She's got the javelin. And she's watching, and she's got her flippers on because she's in the water. The killer's in the water, and she's watching her go back and forth, and out of nowhere swims up with the javelin and stabs her. It is such a cool, and creative kill scene. It makes me feel like the reason I like it so much is because, like I said, it came out in 1984. It's not blood and guts everywhere. It's nothing to do with that. It's just taking something that's very simple. And they're using the most that they could out of it, and it's in our top 10 kills of all time. It's really, really, really cool.
I love my number one kill.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome. I absolutely love it. All right, Colson, what's another kill in this movie? Do you remember another kill in this movie? How about the black girl that's running around?
Oh yeah. Wait, well, wasn't that the part that I couldn't see?
Yeah. No.
She's like running. She's a color girl. She's like running. She was like taking a shower because she was talking to that guy's boyfriend. That boyfriend.
Yeah. Where was she supposed to go? Remember, she was
supposed to go to San Francisco for her brother.
No, her boyfriend's graduation.
Graduation in college, and the girl that she's friends with leaves, and she starts saying, "Oh, here,
San Francisco, here I come." Yeah.
and then she goes to a scene, and it comes back to her, and she's like asleep, And
yeah, at nighttime in a college dorm, which is just funny.
And the killer's just like standing there with the pole like this. She like, and just screams and
yeah,
and it just starts running in the hallways.
Yeah.
And you can't really see her because the hallways are really dark.
It's very dark at nighttime. You can't really see her at all. Really.
And she ran into the boys' bathroom and screaming through the window because her friends were actually outside but they couldn't hear her from the window. She walks out of the boys' bathroom and he just comes out of nowhere and just stabs her with the spear out of nowhere when she opens the door.
It's actually a really cool scene. It's a nice little chase scene. The thing I like about the scene is they show the POV. What I mean is what a POV shot is real quick is it's a point of view, meaning you see it from the killer. So I forgot the girl. You're right. You explained it very well. She's sleeping in the locker room, and all of a sudden she looks up, and then the killer's standing like this, and you see the POV. It's the killer's like this, and there's white around her. It's actually a really cool shot.
Shadow.
Yeah, it's actually a really really cool shot. And then she starts chasing her around the school, and then eventually ends up stabbing her. So basically, what happens is the girl that gets killed in the water, the one with the awesome kill that we just talked about, the scuba kill. Her boyfriend, like Colson said, he did an awesome job describing it. He hurts his foot, and now his girlfriend's missing. And everybody keeps noticing that these other people are missing, but they all have excuses. Joe had to be somewhere. The girl had to go to San Fran. She's missing, but we all think that she might be in San Francisco. So the person that's running the whole Olympic system, the person that's watching all these people is where are these kids going? So the guy, his girlfriend's missing, and he wants to know, hey, where's my girlfriend? She's missing. I don't know where she is. But let me break into school, because basically what it is if you go into school and if your belongings are still there, that means you're still on the school grounds. I get that. That's how they explain it in the movie. If your belongings are not there, that means you left the school. So one night, the kid with the broken leg and Nancy's, is it Nancy? Who's the main character in the movie?
Her name was Lynn.
Lynn. It's Lynn's boyfriend. I think it's Frank. Is it Frank? I think it's Frank.
Oh yeah, that's Frank. Yeah.
So Frank, Lynn, the main character Lynn, her boyfriend Frank, and the guy that hurt his leg, they break into the school, and he calls them up and says, "Listen, man, I don't know where my girlfriend is, but I want to check the school property. I want to look around and see maybe if I can find the clue." So they break into school and they're looking around, and he goes upstairs, looks into their lockers, and their stuff is there. So now he's becoming more suspicious. But for some reason, he goes downstairs in the basement, and I've never seen this before in any high school, any college. There's actually lockers in the basement. I've never seen that before in any type of school. So, anyways, they go downstairs, and I guess the Olympic kids had lockers, but in another set of lockers, they were in the basement. And what happens, Colson, when he goes downstairs in that basement?
He goes downstairs and he opens all the lockers, and there he finds all the dead bodies. Yeah. He finds Joe, which is the guy that got killed by the spear. He finds his girlfriend. He finds
Nancy.
Yeah. He found everyone that died.
Yeah, there's 4 or 5 people. He finds them all in there, and out of nowhere, the killer starts chasing him. And then what happens to him?
So while he's running up up the stairs, the killer just spawns and just throws the spear right here, and the special effects you could tell that it's actually going through him, but it's not.
Yeah, it's cool. They did a really good job with that. They did a really really good job with that. I'll tell you now, man. Like I said, man, me and Colson, that's one thing that we like too. Is we like seeing the creativity of kills, and they really did. The creativity for a 1984 movie, they did a really really good job with that. So, anyways, the killer kills that guy. And what's the main character's name again?
Lynn.
Lynn's in the school. She ends up going to the school because she's suspicious that her boyfriend told her her boyfriend goes, I'm going to Frank, I'm going to the school with so and so to help him look. He's just so suspicious because he can't find his girlfriend. So Lynn ends up going to the school, and she hears I believe she hears her boyfriend get killed, because when the time that her boyfriend gets killed with the spear, the jousters.
That wasn't her boyfriend.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right, Mike. You're right, Colston. Yeah, you're 100% right. She hears she does hear him get killed because she turns around and she starts looking like she hears because he goes and she turns around and shows her face and she's like, what was that noise? So all of a sudden she's walking around, she's looking around school, and the killer starts attacking her, starts chasing her around, and actually chases and gets her into an office room and throws a javelin and stabs her on the side, and she starts bleeding.
Like right here, like the spear went out, it curved through your stomach.
Yep. So she starts bleeding, and now her boyfriend's already in the school. He sees her bleeding.
And then just the killer runs away.
Yeah, and so he runs. So she runs, and the killer runs away, and then he's like, listen, it's Frank. Frank's like, listen, Lynn, I'll get you. I noticed that the nurse's light's on. I'll bring you to the nurse's office.
I love this scene.
Yeah, I'll bring you to. This is actually really cool. I'll bring you to the nurse's office, and she's like, he's like, first of all, why would she be at school late at night? So she's like, I'll bring you.
Yeah, why would she?
Yeah, I know. Well, the reason she is why, Colston?
Because when Frank laid Lynn on the bed.
Well, it's a hospital bed.
Yeah, and it zooms. You could see it was like those little crinkly windows that you could see the shadow, but you can't see them fully. Why did I see all black? It shows her getting undressed from being the killer.
Yeah.
And she takes the mask off, and she's like, why is someone in here? So she tries to get undressed, and she sees Lynn there. You could see her eyes just acting like she did something, but acting like she's trying to hide it.
So
and then she wants to get something for Lynn, and Lynn was looking down, and there was a newspaper saying that her sex gender changed from a boy to a girl.
Yep.
And so she can change her voice whenever she wants. So she talks like a girl in front of people, but she actually can talk like a boy.
Yes.
And she ran away, and then Lynn found out. Oh, so that's who'd been killing her because.
Yes.
And so she. Oh.
Yeah. No, that's okay. No. Colston did a good job of saying. So basically, what it is like they said, they go into the office, like Colston said. They can see through it's like one of those really crinkly windows.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because all of a sudden behind the window you can see her shadow, but you can't see what is going on. So it's her. It's the nurse. She's the killer. She takes off the tracksuit. She has this nylon over her face. She has a winter hat. She takes that off. She's undressing and she's like, what's the matter? What's going on? The nurse is talking. She's like, Lynn got stabbed and she's bleeding. And she's like, okay, I'll be there in a second. I'll help you out. I'll just put her down. Everything's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. She's panicking because she's like, okay, because she was just about to kill Lynn, and now all of a sudden Lynn's alive, and she's like, I'll be there in 1 second. Just give me 1 second. And as she's taking off her stuff,
Why does Frank leave?
Well, because Frank, I did figure out Frank went at the end. Frank went and got the other coach.
Oh yeah.
That's why. So, because I said the same thing, I'm like, why did Frank leave? Why would he just leave his girlfriend there? But he wants to get the coach. So, anyways, as Frank lays Lynn on the bench on the hospital bed, she happens to look over, and on the floor, like Colston said, there's a newspaper that says sex change.
So and so.
So it gets disqualified. So basically, the person that's now a girl, which is the nurse, used to be a man, and she had her sex changed because she wanted to qualify for Women's Olympics because she got disqualified trying for the men's. So she thought, well, if I have my sex changed, then I can change. I can be a boy. I can be a girl now and still qualify for the Olympics. And no, they disqualified her. And now obviously you had your sex change. You can't do nothing about it. But like Colston said, which is true, she could change her voice. So all of a sudden, Lynn looks down. She sees the newspaper clipping. The nurse comes out around the corner, played by Sally Kirkland, by the way, who was a very famous actress in the 80s. She's actually won a Golden Globe or won a very big award back in the 80s. So she sees that Lynn sees it, and Lynn gets up and starts running. And now all of a sudden, the nurse starts chasing her. But before she starts chasing her, what does she grab? This spot's just funny. What does she grab?
She chases her and just stops. goes back, gets the spear, and just starts.
With her javelin, and she's running like this. Dude, it's actually really funny. It's actually really funny.
And then Lynn like runs into the room.
Well, Lynn runs into a weight room. That's when she does the voice change.
And she's like. I forgot what she said, but she's like,
she goes, you're all gonna die. It's not fair. You all gonna die, Lynn. And then she actually does her voice. She changes it to a man. And it's just absolutely funny. So, anyways, she's chasing her around everywhere. Okay, so there's a scene where they run into the gymnasium. But
this is before you start about the scene.
No. Let me set the scene up for you. Hold on. So before they started doing all this running around, they wanted to give these kids awards. So they set up this table with one award on it. I don't know why, but it's one award on it. And Colson, when he seen this award, what did you say, Colson?
The first time that I ever watched this, when we did our first ever video, and I said it in the video, what if the killer...
He never seen the movie before. He just happened to see
What if someone climbed up there and the killer pushed someone off?
Well, someone pushed the killer off.
Someone pushed a person off to stab for the trophy to go through them. The first time we watched it, what happened at the end of the movie?
So
it happened.
Yeah. So the killer was chasing Lynn, and they happened to go up this ladder that is above where the trophy is, and she goes to swing the javelin at Lynn, misses, and Lynn kicks her, like gives her a kick and then gives her another kick, and as she falls off, she's spinning and she lands on it, and she dies. She gets stabbed with it.
That would be the most iconic or loved thing I will love about this channel. Just to bring from our first ever video to our 100th video, that's 99 videos.
Yeah.
That's 99 videos ago I said that.
And it's so funny because I actually seen the movie before he did. Because I wanted him to understand, because someone said to me, "Oh, it has a really good who the killer is a really surprise. It's a really good twist," and because this was a year and a half ago when we first started doing this channel, I wanted to make sure when I seen it that I could explain it to Colson, because someone said something to me like it's a really weird twist, and I had to explain to him, and he understood. He understood that the killer who now is a girl used to be a boy. But it's so funny that he said that as we were watching it, and I'm like, I don't think he just said that because I knew already what was gonna happen. So, all right, guys. The
end of this movie is like the only worst thing about
Yes, and it's the only thing I still to this day don't like, because after the killer falls through and gets stabbed, it's
just the coach and Frank just standing there like...
And they look at each other and the credits come up. And it literally starts playing the song that was in the beginning of the movie. Just a really
Come on.
It was a really good movie, and all of a sudden they look at each other, and then the credits start rolling up.
Or even if the killer was just lying down and just came back to life, that would even been better.
Yeah, it's just a really they literally that's it. They look at each other and the credits come up. So okay, Colson. So this is different. We didn't do this back in the day. So now we're gonna do it. Now we're gonna do this on this video. 99 videos later, we didn't have these questions later. So all right, Colson. What would you rank this movie 1 out of 10?
A 9.
Okay, I'm gonna give this movie an 8.5. I love this movie. This is a classic B. This is exactly what I think about when I think of a B level classic horror movie, a B slasher. Love this movie. It has the kills, a good killer. Love it. Okay, Colson, what is your favorite kill out of this movie?
I love the water kill. Yeah.
Me too. I have two favorite. I have a 1A and then a 1B. My first one is the same thing that Colson said, the water kill. To this day, that movie will always be forever.
But I also have
hold on. That movie will forever be in my top 10 kills of all time. And my second kill is one where Joe's drinking, and then the killer throws a javelin through Joe. So
how? Like she was on the bleachers.
It's just accuracy.
And
it's just
all
good
accuracy. At the top. Yeah. Like, he was all the way at the end of the field. She's like.
Yeah. It's just
she was really good at it, but she got disqualified. But.
All right, so what were you gonna say? What you gonna?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's just you gotta let your imagination go. I mean, dude, Joe's like 100 feet away. I mean, it's just a movie, or even more. But it's a really good kill. I'll give him this, regardless of whether that's kind of ridiculous. It's the creativity on the kills that I love. Okay, if they made a NECA figure of this of the killer, yeah, me too. I love it, man. I can actually, in my mind, when I ask that question, I can already see it in the tracksuit with the javelin. with the little ball. Remember, she was gonna hit Nancy. She was gonna hit Lou in the ball in the office.
Yeah.
I could see you. I could see her with the javelin, the ball. Dude, I could automatically the tracksuit. I could see. I could see this whole killer thing. I could see this being the cover of the NECA figure box. Awesome. That's the outfit that she wears. I can see it. Yeah, I can already see it. So, all right. And here's something that Colson always that Colson brought to the table that I always say. If they made a shirt, they need to make a shirt for Fatal Games.
Even if it looks like this, or the other one, we're getting it. Even if it comes out with both of them,
they need to make a Fatal Games shirt. Okay, guys, so this was our bonus video. This was the 100th video. 1 year later, listen, guys, this channel has grown very slow, but it's growing. And me and Colson have we found our way. We found how we like to do these videos together. We found our formula with the rank in the movie, the kills, the stabs, the NECA figure. And it's been a fun journey, and I love this. Me and Colson, we now found a system of how we want to do things. We found a schedule. We finally found a schedule of how we want to do things. Absolutely love it, and we want to thank you guys. We've got 52 subscribers. Thank you. I know to some people it may not seem like a lot, but to us it is a lot. 52 is a lot. It's 52 people that do care about what we do, and we really appreciate it. And I love the comments that people write at the bottom. Thank you guys. This channel is going to go on forever because they're always making horror movies from the past, and they're going to continue making movies in the future. And I'm going to teach Colson how to load, so one day when I'm not here, one day he's going to have to take over the reins and do it for us. But we'll talk about that. We don't want to talk about that right now. But I love this channel with Colson. He's my horror buddy. It literally says Colson, my horror buddy, in my phone. But he's also my son. I love him to death. And I'm so proud of him because he loves horror movies. It's something that we share together. And he knows what he's talking about. And people are amazed. I can't even tell you how many times that me and Colson have been in a store and they'll come up to him and go, dude, that shirt. And like, oh man, the shirt from the 80s. And people just think it's so cool that a 10-year-old who's going to be 11 knows horror movie from the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s. It's so cool, man. I really enjoyed awesome job. I really enjoyed this, man. I really enjoyed this ride with you. All right, guys, we're going to let you go. We're going to post another video later on. That's actually, we're going to call that video Colson's Corner. We're going to talk about toys, review some toys, not just Colson's, but mine, but mostly Colson's. And hey, guys, we want to thank you. Thank you so much for being here from day one video Fatal Games to day 100. Thank you, guys. All right, man. Continue to remember God first and family. And
make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.
Take care, guys. Peace.